3 minutes left.
All right. I'm Riq the Critic, and thank you for allowing me to come into your home another time. Um, I'm starting a little early today because I'm visiting, and so I'm just doing things a little differently today. Okay, listen, I got a lot of stuff going on, and always just thank you for allowing me to come into your home and to spend some time with you and to talk to you. I know there are other places that you could be, but hey, you chose to spend some time with me. So I'm very, very grateful for that. Listen, one of the things I want to talk to you about today, two things. This weekend well, not the weekend, but actually Wednesday, I went to visit my goddaughter in Dallas, Texas, and she and my granddaughter. And so they took me out to eat, and they took me to a restaurant called My Dia, and it might be pronounced Mi Dia because it's a Mexican restaurant. But wait a minute, let me tell you everything that happened. I mean, it's in Flower Mound, and that's in Texas, and it's right outside of Dallas, probably about, I'd say about 15, 20 minutes away from the airport. And we left the airport. They picked me up. Went to eat. We got there. The ambiance was nice. It was very dark. Just the mood was set, and the food was amazing. Now let's see, my goddaughter had what did she have? I think ranchero. That's the one with the eggs in it, the ranchero. And then my granddaughter had the chimichanga. I had the cheese enchiladas, and then I asked for a cheese burrito to go. But let me tell you something. Everything, and it's mia dia from scratch. So I'm assuming that means that everything is made from scratch. The guacamole was amazing, and it had just a hint of some kind of fire, because we put it in our mouth with the chips, and it was like, whoa. Well, I didn't. I was good, but my goddaughter, it sent her to the ceiling. It was way too hot, but it was awesome. So the guacamole was just to die for. The enchiladas, I had cheese enchiladas. They were awesome. The beans, the rice, everything was just very, very good. And let me tell you, the service was just amazing. The service was very, very good. And as you know, as Riq the Critic, I'm always good service runs a long way with me. And so the service was very, very good. The waitress came, and then my goddaughter had a dish, the ranchero. It really wasn't, I don't think it was so much that she didn't like it. It was that it was fixed a little different. I think she was accustomed to having it with steak, and this had ground beef in it. And it wasn't bad, but she just, she was like, oh, next time I'll just stick with this. The waitress came to the table, and I said to her, my goddaughter was not happy with them. She immediately, no questions, took it back, came back, said we took it off the bill, and we charged you a little less for your burrito to go, because I got a burrito to go. Charged me a little less. The chips were good. The guacamole was good. When I got to see my grandson, he ate the chips, the guacamole. My daughter ate the chips. She ate the guacamole. It had the salsa. It was fantastic. And let me tell you what else was fantastic. When I went to my goddaughter's apartment, it was amazing. I'm told that Dallas has these the hotel inside type thing, and so it's like a hotel. It's kind of hotel style, but on the inside of the building, it was just great. When you walk in the door, they have all new appliances. The bedrooms, one bedroom on one side, one bedroom on the other side. Amazing space, and also had a little balcony. Wonderful, wonderful amenities. Weight room, swimming pool, coffee shop, I mean, just the work, and everything was all included in the price. So that was in Dallas, and I was very, very, very interested in, not that I'm going to move to Dallas, but I thought that it was a great place that you guys might want to hear about, because you guys might think about moving to Texas. And like I said, they have these hotel style apartments, but all the amenities, everything. I mean, I can't even count all the amenities. I mean, there were just so much. She just kept rattling off all these amenities. What I do know, they had a thing where you can shampoo your dog. I know they had concierge service as well, which was very interesting. They could leave their trash can on the outside and they would do the trash pickup. Huge parking. And listen, in the one price, all of these things were included. There was no extra payment for parking, which was awesome, because we do know that in California, you pay for everything. Everything you get, you pay for. And that's why people are actually moving from California and moving to places like Texas and Mississippi and Alabama and Florida and all these different places, because the cost of living is just a lot less. And so because of that, people are moving. So I don't know what California is going to do, how they're going to get Californians back, and even the transplants that have come there that left their home many, many years ago. They're actually going back to their homes because the cost of living is cheaper. So I don't know what California, and I'm a native Californian. So sixth generation actually. And so I don't know what's going to happen with us. I don't know what's going to happen with Californians. I know that I myself, it's just the cost of living is just very expensive. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was renting a room for $1,900 a month. A room, one room, in Texas, the same kind of apartment I'm talking about with all of these wonderful amenities and parking and all this other stuff. We're talking about $1,800 for 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, huge walk-in, nice kitchen with a bar, nice balcony. I mean, just amazing. So, I mean, if we're talking $1,800 for that, and then we're talking $1,800 for a room, that's kind of a no-brainer. So I was very impressed with Flower Mound. I was very impressed with Dallas, Texas, period, as well. And so I noticed a lot of friends of mine are moving there. I have girlfriends and I have goddaughters. I've got 3 goddaughters in Texas, and one in Houston as well. And so they definitely love it there, and they get such a big bang for their buck. But as things are going up, what they paid for their homes was a lot different from now. So, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure that no matter what the cost is, it will never arise to the occasion of California and New York and possibly Boston. But anyway, enough of that. So that was good. As I promised, I told you that we would talk about all the different scammers, and each Friday we're going to talk about scammers, because there are a lot of scammers, not the Nigerians. In fact, when I looked on the scammer list, the Nigerians were like at number 6. Do you know the number 1 scammer with the dating and military was Pakistan? Now the Pakistanians are pretending to be military troops, and they are sending, getting people on the phone through the dating sites and saying that they're military and that they need, money and different things like that. And women are sending them money. Even men are sending them money because they're telling them they're military. And so they have the sympathy, and we do have a sympathy. We just got out. Friday was Veterans Day. And we just, that was last week, but I'm just saying that Veterans Day, kind of, brings something to us. I mean, we start to feel some kind of way, especially about our troops. And so because of that, these guys in Pakistan Like I said, they take pictures, they put on military uniforms and take pictures. Do not be deceived. These are scammers. They are scamming. And if any military personnel, contacts you from Pakistan and they say they need money or they need you to contact somebody else or can you put a bank account together for them? I mean, they got really, really sophisticated scams. It's like, can you open up a bank account for me there and put money in there for me? And then they take that information and they duplicate it and they just get money from all over. And you're the one that actually opened up the account. So you're feeling, and you're not just feeling, you are responsible because you opened the account. So don't be sympathetic before you do anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care how they sound. I don't care if their story can just be attached to a violin. Before, caution, 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 caution. Before you decide to get involved and to actually, try to send them money or try to locate a family, anything like that, just be sure that you check it out. Do your due diligence. If you have to call the military that they said they're in, they're going to probably say that it's out of the country and it's hard, but it's not hard to just call that branch, that military branch. If they say they're Army, Navy, whatever, it's not hard to contact that branch and then ask some questions and just ask if that unit is legitimate and if that's, da 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 da, and just ask some questions. And the government will be more than happy because they are not happy that these people are scamming. I mean, these are the Pakistanis and they are running repshard with, with our people, people in the United States. And I don't know, for whatever reason, they think we're very, very wealthy. They have no idea that we're going through, it looks easy and it looks like we're really doing good, but I mean, we really are struggling and we're really doing a lot of things here. So, it's not what they think it is. We all have to work for our money as for a living. But anyway, with that being said, that's my topic for tonight with the scammers. And like I said, as promised, next Friday I will be bringing you another group of people, the Asians. We'll be talking about the Asians, their scam with the what is that? The Bitcoin, the Psycho coin, and all these kind of coin things. They got a bunch of stuff going on, but we'll talk about that next Friday. We'll talk about the Asians. As I said before, it's not going to be just Nigerian, because they're not the only ones out there scamming. They're not. They've got the Mexicans, the Asians, the Afghanistans, the Nigerians, the Ghanaians. I mean, they got all kind of people out there. South Africa. I mean, come on. It's a lot of them. And let me tell you something. The number one top scammers are the Brazilians. I mean, they're like way up there. So, like I said, we're not going to just pick on the Nigerians because it's not all everybody's out there. And then we got our own in-house scammers as well. So it's the holidays coming up for some. And I want you to be very, very careful, especially the elderly, because they can get so easily, blindsided. People call them and ask them for money and pretend to be the Red Cross or the United Crusade or some other organization or a church organization. And because of the pandemic and people being locked up for, long periods of time, now that the people are, getting out and calling and reaching out. And so people are reaching out and they're using the telephone the telephone is almost like a gun, because you could get on that telephone and talk a person out of anything without even pulling a trigger on them. So let's be very, very careful. Again, like I said last Friday, all our neighbors that are elderly, let's just check on them. If we don't do anything but just knock on the door and just, hey, how you doing? Just wanted to see if you're all right. If you haven't seen them for, pardon me, a day or so, go knock on the door. Knock on the door and see what's going on. If they have relatives, call the relatives and make them aware, hey, I haven't seen so and so. Get some contact numbers from them. It's nothing, if you live next door on either side or across the street, get a contact number, or at least, let them know, listen, if something was to happen, who do we need to contact? And not just because of age, all of us can actually, need somebody to have a contact number on us, because there's just a lot of things going on out here. And for instance, people getting shot, it's just a lot of different stuff going on. So I want you to be very aware and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful winter. And whatever your holidays, however you celebrate them, whether it's, Christmas, Kwanzaa, I don't know. It's just a lot of different things out there that people celebrate. But whatever it is you celebrate, and the Thanksgiving and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? If you celebrate those things, then wonderful. Have a safe holiday. Okay, now today we're going to kind of switch gears here. I got Dodger Ingram is here with me, and we're going to talk about gamers and games. And the reason we're going to talk about it is because a lot of children are out there, Dodger's 10, and a lot of children are out there and they're playing different games. And I, for one, want to know what the games are that they're playing and what they mean and all that. I don't know about you, because sometimes as parents, I'm older, but as parents, sometimes we let, our children stay in the bedroom and they are in there working to playing a game, and we don't even know what kind of game it is. We just know that they're quiet and they're out of the way. And that's not always a good thing. So today we're going to try to find out, what kind of games are out there, what kind of games are kind of dangerous, what kind of games, and not just that. We just really want to know, what our kids are doing. Dodger, welcome. Put your arms down. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, Dodger, you're a gamer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what kind of games do you play?
Play Fortnite, Minecraft, Among Us.
You say what you play? Say it again now. What?
Fortnite,
Minecraft, Among Us.
I play Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Okay, what is Minecraft?
Minecraft is a survival game where you build houses, go mine. It's really just the name, Minecraft. You mine, build tools to survive. You can either play in creative mode, build your own structures. You could also do that in survival mode. You can kill animals for food.
We're live, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In the game, you can. In the game, you could kill animals for food. You have to survive during nighttime, because that's when it gets the hardest. When it gets nighttime, all these different mobs, animals, and like zombies, skeletons, phantoms, all of they come out during nighttime, and then they will hunt you down, trying to make sure you lose all your stuff, so pretty much kill you. So you have to fight them off. You have to build your own house. You have to get food. You have to mine. You have to craft tools to actually be able to fight them off. And a lot of parents allow their kids to play the game because it's very age appropriate, not very violent at all.
You say age appropriate. What age?
Like my age and up. Probably, yeah, my age and up. Like there's like 6, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds playing the game because it's very peaceful. They literally have a mode called peaceful mode where literally like no zombies, nothing attacks you.
Oh, okay. All right. In the other game, you said
Among Us, Fortnite.
What is that about?
Among Us is a game of betrayal. You walk around. You get picked a role, either imposter, crewmate, or shapeshifter. There's a lot of different roles now because before it used to be imposter and crewmate. So it would be like you could create a party and then you could choose like 1 to 3 or 4 imposters, maybe 5. I don't remember. And then there would be like the rest of them would be crewmates. If you were an imposter, you would have to find a way to kill people without getting caught. So pretty much how to get away with murder. So you would kill people and then blame it on other people. So pretty much.
That doesn't sound like a good game, a fun game.
I don't know why there's like it has so many downloads.
I think that what has happened is that people do not. I don't think they think about stop. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like shooting my fingers. They hurt a little bit.
Okay, from playing the game.
No, I haven't played my game today.
Oh, okay.
I just been running a lot at school and they hurt.
Oh, so what's happening at school?
You know, we just do our work. We have lunch, even though I don't really eat lunch because I don't take lunch to school really. So we'll eat lunch first thing in the morning. We'll have on Mondays and Tuesdays we have co-curricular, which is PE. Then the day after is music. The day after that, dance. All right, wait, yeah. So Monday and Tuesday is PE. The day after that, I believe, is music. The day after that is dance. And then I don't think we have a co-curricular on Thursday. And then on Friday we have art, which was today. Today we actually painted pictures of anything we wanted. But yeah, we have co-curriculars early in the morning. We have lunch at 1 and we go home at 3:45 and we get there at 7:45. So we're there until 3:45.
Okay, what kind of school is this?
What do you mean, what type of school is it?
I mean, is it a public school or charter school or
public school?
Oh, okay.
Mainly filled with a lot of black people, which is good. Some Mexicans, like some Hispanics are in the school. Like most of them are in my class and all of other fourth grade. But other than that, like most of the school, actually all of the school is really black.
Oh, okay. All right. So again, when we're talking about these games, because I noticed that a lot of grown-ups play the games as well.
Yes.
Not just children, but grown-ups play.
Apparently, because it goes so far to the point where there is this like I want to say like 70s, 80, like 70s, maybe 60, 70, or 80-year-old man playing a game, Fortnite, that I mentioned. And he's actually a streamer. A lot of people watch him. I don't know his name. I can't remember it's not on the top on the tip of my tongue, but he's like 80, 70, or 60, and he plays Fortnite. And there's just a lot of different people playing the game. There's literally an 8-year-old kid playing the game. There's 10 my age, and then there's just grown adults. I mean, the game came out in 2017, and then everybody started playing the game, got addicted to it, and then in this Gen Z era, we have this thing that we call sweats in games. They're really just a slang way of saying really good players, and people make a lot of memes like, and when they die to somebody who's really good at the game, they call them sweats, and they're like, you don't take baths, you literally grind this game 24/7, yada yada yada. So usually that causes a lot of people to leave the game and rage a lot. So that's what builds up a lot of the anger when you watch people play games, or if you have kids and then they play in games, they get really mad because they die. That's mainly because of sweats. They will kill you, and they'll literally do anything to get the win. They'll even take themselves down with you. In this game, Fortnite, we have these tournaments for cash prizes and what's not. In 2019, there was actually this famous YouTuber and streamer named Booga who won the World Cup, and he's been known for that since that time. And a lot of old people, young people are still playing the game to this day. And a lot of people are actually leaving the game because they feel like it's getting too boring and too toxic, too mean. And the game is dying. So eventually, I'm thinking, my theory is, in the next 1 to 2 years, or maybe 2026, the game should be shut down because a lot of people are leaving the game. So by like the next 2 years, the Epic Games are gonna run out of ideas, and everybody's gonna be gone by then.
And they'll be playing another game, a different game.
Mainly, then pretty much games are.
So is it easy? Is it hard to design your own game?
Very. You have to go through a certain level of coding. Actually watch this YouTuber, Corey Kinchy. Go check him out. He plays a lot of horror games, and there's this one game he played called Yandere Simulator, and as he was playing, first time he played was back in like 2019, 2016. And when he first played, there was not a lot of the updates that there are now, and now, like, I believe now even the game creators, the dev, are still working on the game as we speak now, because back in 2016 when he first started his series of that game, there was like updates every single time he played again. So, because first it went from just a regular game to next they have this school atmosphere. Then they just have They had a lot more stuff being able to ride around the town, to making town updates. So.
Okay, so I'm hearing that some of the games are violent, and some of the games are what are some of the constructive games? What are some of the games that are not violent?
Well, I want to say Fortnite, but Fortnite's a shooting game, no blood, none of that. Just you shoot people and they get eliminated. But well, I already mentioned Minecraft. What else do we have? I forgot. There's a game called there's this game where you're able to. There's a lot of different games. They have racing games. They have a lot of different games, and they recently came out with a game called Sonic Frontiers, and my brother-in-law has been addicted to the game as well. They came out with that little game. It's very age appropriate for my age under, my age over, and a lot of other games are really just shooting games, or all that I know really.
What about sports? Do they have the sports games?
Oh yeah, they made a Madden 2022 a few months ago, or maybe in 2021, maybe near the end of 2021. They have FIFA, they have Madden, NBA 2K. I used to play that game, but I don't play it anymore because I'm not as good as I was before. They have a lot of sports games. I just can't remember all.
Okay. All right. So I think it would be safe to say, parents, that if your child is playing Minecraft, that's probably a good one. And I'm thinking the other Fortnites and all those other ones and those, what is that Grand Theft Auto and all those, I don't think those are good games. And I think that the important thing is that a lot of times when our children get on those games and they're playing, don't you play with other people?
Yes.
Okay, so sometimes those other people are not children.
Yes.
Sometimes those other people are predators, and they're adults, and they're child molesters, and so we just need to be careful when our children are playing these games and making sure that they're playing the games with their age appropriate people and not grown men that really have no business playing the game with the children. Yes. You know what I mean? So, do you run across a lot of grown people that are playing the game that you're playing?
I mainly play Fortnite and Minecraft, but if I run into anybody, it's either gonna be like 16, my brother-in-law's age, or like maybe 16 or 16 or under, like maybe 14, 13. Just a couple of years over my age. I don't run into many adults playing the game because, I don't, like, if I play a game, I'm not going to there's a lot of kids my age playing the game, but when I play the game, I don't talk to anybody in the game, I just play the game. Because mainly I don't go into, like, random matches, like I will, but nobody in the game actually has microphones so they can talk, so I don't really know if I'm running into old people, but I just play the game. I really don't talk to anybody.
You just play the game.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so people can do that. They can just play the game without having to. Okay.
I have a lot of my friends at school added. My best friend Caleb. I got a kid named Isaac. I have. Oh, my brother-in-law CJ added. I play the game with them a lot. So I really don't worry about playing with anybody else.
Oh, okay. So you play the game with family members and friends.
Yes.
Okay, so that's number one. That's a good thing. So if you play with family members and friends, then it's probably safe. But parents, it's the holidays. There's a lot going on, and not just. And I don't want to keep reiterating holidays like it's a big. But what I am saying is that people are a little more relaxed. They're more into a festive type feeling, and they're feeling good. And sometimes, our guard is off, and sometimes we're not as aware of our surroundings as we are the rest of the year. This is a time where we're like, we're giving and we're talking to people that, I'm saying, sometimes we normally wouldn't talk to. Not normally wouldn't, but we just don't run into them. And now we just we might meet them in the store or something like that. And so the conversation ensues. But we just want you to be very, very aware and very careful. And Dodger, thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us about the gamers, because I always wanted to know, because I don't play the game, but I always wanted to know just what it was, and I always was very curious about if children played and they played with adults. But you just cleared that up for me, because it's better when you're playing with your family and friends, you kind of know what's going on. But anyway, so Dodger and I are going to say good night.
Oh, well, before we leave, that leads me to my next point. The IP finders. There are certain types of people, specifically hackers, in all different types of games. Among Us, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft, who will play with you and then actually find your IP and then somehow find where you live, do whatever they can. Say you're playing on a PC or a laptop. If you're playing a game, the people you're playing with, they could find your IP, somehow hack into your computer, download viruses, and do things that could possibly get you arrested or something, maybe even killed. So watch out for that.
Okay, how do you prevent that?
It's actually very hard to. My words are, just don't play with anybody you don't really know. No. If you're gonna play with somebody, at least get to know them for maybe a few months, maybe 3 months, 4 months, and then see each other's face, see they're not an old man, exchange numbers, what's not, then
it's okay.
Yeah, I guess you could, because you trust them, you know what they look like, you know the name, you know their age, you know everything about them. So
and you should always tell your parents about new people that you meet.
Because I actually recently made a friend not recently, but I made a friend at a trampoline park back in Arizona about 3 months ago, when I was at my brother Dominique's house, and I actually played Fortnite with him before, and I actually have his number on my phone. I actually speak in, I don't call him a lot because he doesn't pick up the phone a lot, but still, we became friends. His name is Sammy or Sam, I don't remember. Yeah, it was Sam, and we exchanged numbers, all that, and then we just started playing together, and then everything was cool. I just had his number. It's just sitting in my phone. To be honest, I don't really call him anymore because he never picks up.
Okay, we're running out of time. We're going to have Dodger back on the show because he's not camera shy, as you can see. And he's going to come back and we're going to talk about gaming and all the different things that, he just told you the stuff to look out for. He just told you the different games and just just different information coming from him, not coming from me, but coming from him, one who does it. And that's what we want. We want to hear from the younger people to tell us exactly what's going on. And, he just gave us a little warning that I hadn't even thought about, but he said you get to know them before you start to interact and give your phone number and all that. Know them for 3 or 4 months before you give your number or they see your face or anything like that. You need to get to know them. And once you get to know them, they need to meet your family as well. Meet your mom's face. See your mom's face on the thing or whatever, or your dad's face.
Keep some privacy before you actually, start engaging in a lot of different activities online.
Okay. That's real good information. Anyway, Dodger and I are saying good night. I'm Riq the Critic. Be careful, be safe, be aware. I'm Riq the Critic. Good night.
Good night.